Howdy there, folks! How are y'all doing? My name is Reese, and welcome back to our Tekkit Legends Let's Play adventure, where the sun is setting on a grateful universe. Except they're not grateful, and to be quite honest, they're all really whiny and obnoxious, and what Thanos should have done was wipe them all out of existence and start fresh, and play God. That could have been fun. That would have been an interesting franchise. Thanos is God. The franchise. And he just has to go around and deal with people's petty complaints all the time. And their wishful demands, and he's got the Infinity Gauntlet and all the stones still, because he didn't destroy them this time around like a dum-dum. So he can kind of fix everyone's problems with a snap of his finger, but what he starts to realize is, sometimes, that's not the best thing to do. Sometimes what people want, they shouldn't have, and sometimes they need their problems to help them grow and become better people, or sometimes their problems are earned, or you know, sometimes fixing their problems would be negative because they didn't learn how to deal with them themselves, and Thanos begins to wonder why he did it all anyway, and he starts to theorize that perhaps he should restore the galaxy to the way it was, and then at the end of this 6-part saga, he finally snaps his fingers, and he destroys the gauntlet in front of the Avengers and says, "I'm sorry, you were right," and then he walks away into the sunset. What a beautiful franchise of films, but today, check out this rotary macerator that's not working. I don't know what happened here. I've got no idea what went wrong. It's not... They're just not going in there for some reason. I don't know why. Do I need to take some out of here and, like, put them back in there? As you can see, it's going, but they're not being dropped in there, and I don't know if that's because of the hopper. Perhaps we need to replace the hopper. That's my going theory, is that the hopper... Plop. There we go. More like plopper, am I right? Was placed... What the heck? Is the hopper broken? It's not pulling objects out of here. Oh, wait a minute. Remember that time I gave the suggestion about the lever? Yeah, my bad. My bad, everyone. I'm pretty sure the hopper can also be affected by redstone signals. Yep, that's what it was. So don't listen to me. I'm a big dum-dum. We're going to need to not put the lever down, I guess. I was going to say maybe put it underneath it. That would work. But I don't think we have to. And the reason we don't is because as long as it's always being fed a constant stream of stuff, like blaze rods, it should constantly run, and the speed should constantly increase. So, I don't know, I'm going to worry about it, though. Can we make a block of redstone? Will that keep it active? Or should we just, like, stick a redstone torch underneath it? And if we do that, will that affect the hopper? We can test it in real time. We can test it right here, right now. With everyone watching, sort of the way we've done this entire series, a bit of a stress. Click that on there. And this is dropping. It's not hopping. Why is it not hopping? So we break it, and does it start hopping? Immediately starts hopping again. See, this is... Alright then. Alright then. We're just not going to worry about it. We're going to hope for the best. What can you do? Transformer upgrade. Oh yeah, we don't need that anymore. I should have noted. The rotary macerator no longer needs a transformer upgrade, because it is designed for medium, and I think high voltage too. I think you can feed it high voltage. I don't think that makes... any different to its speed. I think it'll reach max speed on medium voltage, surely. We've reached a new problem. This is now going so fast it's not being taken out quickly enough. Have we run out of room over here? We haven't. We could add one more basic gate to the bottom. Alternatively, and possibly a better idea, we could just add a second extractor over on this side and have them both extract up to the top. That was sort of my plan if the hopper became an issue where it wasn't hopping quickly enough. But it doesn't look like that's going to be a thing because we're nearly at full speed. I might have to manually start taking these out until I can get another... oh my gosh, that's quick. Another basic gate with an Arctic pulsar. Don't we have additional Arctic pulsars, though? Isn't that something we got last time? We're getting really close to the end here. I hope you folks can feel that in your bones. We're almost done. Redstone... No, we don't need redstone. What we need is a pulsating chipset. And we need to combine that in the integration table with a regular old gate. We don't seem to have one of those, but isn't a gate just like a wire and a chipset? Or maybe it's a wire and a redstone? These are the recipes I will probably never have memorized, because they're just real weird. Uh-oh. One of the generators is shut down. Did I leave that one intentionally underfueled for any reason? Does anyone know? Is that my warning one? No. It's just not lit up. It's like it's turned off for some reason. But why? Why would this one be turned off? It's full of power. It's just not being extracted? That doesn't make any sense at all. Look here. It's full. It's just not going. No wonder we're having power issues. These are the same way. Well, those might be empty. Let me fly up here and check. No, they're full. Oh, wait a minute. Is everything... Oh, wow. Okay. So we're full of fuel now. Everything is full of... That's strange. Well, maybe we can get away with putting more speed upgrades in these? Or is the limit here going to be the voltage we're sending them? Maybe we need... No, it seems to be holding fine. What about you? Can I put 2 more in here? Oh. Well. Okay, we're clearing through that backlog at least now. Maybe take 1 more out of here and put it up here. We might be pushing how much we can get away with on low voltage, though. 6 might be too much. It doesn't seem to be... Okay, I was going to say if we needed to, we could put a transformer in the macerator and hook it up to the medium voltage. So these still aren't going, but that one turned back on. Possibly because now we're actually drawing enough for that to start dropping. If we wanted to, we could reconfigure this so that these up here output to both the medium voltage and the low voltage. And that wouldn't put anything at the risk of blowing up, I don't think. Let's find out. Yeah, so those are going to kick on now. And that'll help fill up the bat box again. But they're also still outputting through the bottom. They can output through multiple ports. So it'll continue to fill up the MFE here, which will continue to power the macerator, which I forgot about. I forgot my little project with the macerator. It's going so quickly that this is a serious issue. We're almost at 100% speed. Let's get this issue dealt with then. We want to make one of these basic gates. There we go. So was it the... Yeah, okay, it's a redstone chipset and a red pipe wire. I said I was never going to know that, but look at me go. I did know that. And then we're going to combine it over here in the integration table to get one more basic gate with an Arctic pulsar, which hopefully will be enough. And I hope that the wooden transport pipe isn't an issue. It just occurred to me that it could very well be. We should check that. Let's see. Transport pipes. Because isn't there a better one? Emerald fluid pipe. There might... Oh, emerald transport pipe. Round robin extraction. See, on things like this, the emerald extraction pipe is like the wooden one, but extracts more. Same on power, I think. Yeah, quite a bit more. But here, it doesn't extract anything faster. It's just round robin, as opposed to basic extraction. So there's no advantage to having that. How are we? Almost done? Nearly done? Yeah. Okay, yeah, drop it down there. That makes perfect sense, game. Once this is done, we shouldn't have any more issues, I don't think, with the macerator. Oh my gosh, it is moving rather quickly, though. It's strange to live in a world where the only limitation to the amount of EMC we can generate is the speed at which we can pipe out blaze powder. That's the world we're living in now, my friends. We're living in a golden age here in Minecraft. Let's get down underneath there. Shift-click that on. Set it up the same as the others, so items in inventory... Open up energy pulse. Okay, that odd choice to spit them out at me, but it seems to do that every time we configure them. All right, are we maintaining? I want to see that number not just maintain, but drop. I would like the extraction to be faster than the production, and it kind of looks like we're achieving that. It's certainly dropping. Let's take them all out and see what happens. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. And I just realized we have 4 now of these Arctic pulsars, which is almost enough, you know, because this produces 5. It's almost enough to match the output, which isn't necessary, obviously, because as you can see, they're being produced plenty quick, and the amount of EMC we are generating. I mean, if that's filling up, that means this is full. Madness. Complete madness. I'm taking all of this with me. We're going to go cash all this in. We're going to see where we're sitting in terms of EMC at hand. 13 million. What are we going to do? How are we going to fight this thing? First things first, let's drain that Klein star. Let's level up our Klein star here. Because if we're going to go fight the dragon, I want to have as much energy on hand as possible. Whatever we decide to do, whatever armor we decide to wear, whatever weapon we decide to yield, we have to have 2 of them. Because even though I don't think Jenna's interested, I'm going to try to convince her to come back and help me fight the dragon so that we can have this moment of we can share this moment of success together. Okay, we can only get 1 of these right now. We're all out of EMC again. Some of this stuff does get really expensive, doesn't it? But I want us to share this moment of triumph and victory together. So whatever I get, I'm going to need 2 of. We're going to have to make that decision. Hold on. I saw 10 in there. Come back out of there. This is all the things that have an EMC value. All going away. And then we'll put the rest of this in here for now, because it might come in handy. We were still testing with the obsidian spear rifle, weren't we? I guess now we could get better armor, we could get better weapons, and we could head into the Nether and attempt to behead some of those Endermen. Or not Endermen, but skeletons. What's the fastest way to get a wither skull? We already checked this, didn't we? Yeah. Oh. Monster spawner wither boss. Can we make one of those? I've played so much Tekkit Legends, you would think at this point I would know all of the answers to all of these questions before I even had to ask them. But no. No, I don't. I need something with beheading. If I just type in, like, head, what do I get? Four-headed dragon. Floppy disk protector by Fred Thed. What? Fred Thed. Dual head block signal. What about decapitation? Decaying wheat? Oh, jeez. I'm just going to have to kill a lot of them, aren't I? Well, let's go in there with the best armor we can get presently, which... I mean, what can we get with a mere 9? We can't get all red matter. Maybe we can get all dark matter? What is this? Yeah, we can get all dark matter. Dark matter's pretty solid. I don't want to talk bad about dark matter. I don't think we're going to get hurt going in there with dark matter. Check us out. Another option we have is the iridium armor, I believe it's called. Iridium plate. Yeah, you can make things like the quantum suit, which has some pretty cool bonuses to it, but I can't remember what they are. Does one of them let you fly? I mean, we've got flying rings. I think one of them keeps you fed or something like that. Gem armor, though, is the best in the game. And you know what? The great thing about dark matter armor is that you don't have to charge it or anything like that. Speaking of weapons, though, and dark matter, we're going to need to have sort of the best armor possible for this fight. So let's go ahead and grab some dark matter here. I can't look up uses inside of that screen. Need to figure out how you make these weapons. Do you just use a stick? Don't you have to use something ridiculous like a blaze rod for a stick or something? I don't think you can just use wood. Okay. Yeah, you use diamonds in place of sticks. Ridiculous. There's that big old hammer I was talking about having before. That could be fun, but not really a good weapon. Should we just make a dark matter sword and be done with it? That would probably work the best. We're just going to go wreck shop. There we go. Where's our regular diamond? There. I don't know why I got out so much dark matter when we don't need but a fraction of it. But there's our dark matter sword. And yeah, we'll go in with the with the ruby pickaxe. Why not? Let's charge up, make sure we got plenty of EMC for our flying ring. And then we're going to go to the Nether. And someone Oops. Did not mean to do that. Someone complained in an episode. I didn't complain, but noted that I did not sing the Nether song when I went into the Nether, planning to spend a whole episode in the Nether. What happened up here, by the way? Did that burn something? I heard the sound. Oh, that must have been the sound of this thing on its cooldown. Should we fill it back up? What do we need for that? Gunpowder? Right. Gunpowder. Oh, God, hold on. Ugh. I feel like every time we record one of these, every single time, I've got something in my mouth. This time it was a bit of food from a recent meal. I don't want to say which meal, because I don't want you to find out when I'm recording this and break the immersion. Naturally, I'm recording it the second you're watching, dear viewer, and not a moment sooner or later. This is all happening in the year 2020 when you're watching this. If you're watching this in the year 2020, comment down below. You know what's bizarre for me is I get comments a lot. I must have made a reference in one of my old Tekkit videos about someone watching it in July. And every July, I get like a fresh load of comments from people saying, "Oh my gosh, I am watching it in July." And I'm like, oh, I don't remember what this is in reference to. But at some point, I must have said it. I don't remember what charging this thing up does. Maybe it does an area of effect. I can't talk. Can we blow up the end dragons? Hold on a second. What can you do to me? Absolutely nothing. You are nothing to me. I am invincible now. I am your god, and you will worship me. Are you on fire? You live in the Nether. Wow. What a shame. What was I going to say? Oh, can we just walk up and whack the things that heal the Ender Dragon with the... Was that my old pickaxe? Remember, I died here once. Was my pickaxe sitting there this whole time? What else survived? I didn't even look around here. I didn't even look around to verify. All kinds of things might be sitting around here, and I never realized. I think I just assumed a lot of it fell down here into the lava and was subsequently lost forever. But goes to show you what I know. Isn't this where I hid once? While on, like, my last heart of health, and I had to jetpack out? Oh, man. Memories. Oh, no. You know what? It used to be I'd sing that song, and I would think about Diary of a Wimpy Kid 2, Roderick Rules. Possibly the best of the Diary of a Wimpy Kid movies. And, but now I just think of very frightening cats. And probably the dumbest controversy to ever hit the internet, where the creators of the film were accused of whitewashing by taking a character who is not white, but giving them white fur, even though the character they're playing is literally called, like, the White in the original story. And it's like, surely they knew what they were signing up for with a character that name. Also, it's a cat. I don't think cats are racist. Why do we have to put race on cats? It's a cat. It's what is the implication that a white cat is equivalent to a white person? What? And then of course Ivanka Trump got a new dog and it's white, so she's a racist. I also am a racist. I have a black dog because I hate Whitey. Whitey's got to pay. You know, I would never own a white dog. Those you see what a stupid thing to say that is. But here's the thing: we're living in a world now where people are just stupid, and if they dislike someone or someone's politics, they will just attack them for anything. That's the world we're living in. But anyway, my name's Jeb Bush. Please clap. That was the saddest moment in any political campaign ever. Please clap. When the people who come to your rally to support you have to be told to clap or requested, you should just not be running for president. That was a shame. That's the great thing about the American political system, though, is, you know, there's equal rampant stupidity on all sides, and it certainly makes things entertaining. I was reading the other day in a comment thread, and an unrelated thing to what I do. I was just watching some videos, reading some comments, and I was like, why are Americans so interested in politics? Like, you have to understand, our government was structured around us being interested in politics. If people were not interested in politics and constantly like holding politicians' feet to the fire, our system of government would not work, because it was created to be. The government was not created to be its own entity. It kind of is now, but it wasn't created to be. It was supposed to be, we govern ourselves. Naturally, that could get a bit chaotic, so we choose representatives to go do governing on our behalf, but we hold them responsible for what they do, and if they do things we dislike, we get them out of office and replace them with people who will do what we like. And you know, so for that system to work, you have to be constantly paying attention to what your elected officials are doing, and constantly holding them accountable for those actions. So, yeah, it does seem like we're all... I think that we've gotten a little too... I think politics has devolved a bit in the country to be more of a sport and a spectacle, which I don't like to see, and it's a lot about my side versus your side, as opposed to what is actually, you know, good policy or smart ideas, and that's a bit sad. But for the most part, I do think that it's good for everyone in the country to be committed to the system and, like, invested in what's going on. I just wish it wasn't so personal all the time. And you know, people blame various politicians for that, but it's been personal for a long time. People have been making it personal for a long time. Are y'all fighting the skeletons now instead of me? Good. I want to throw out here that we've been talking about American politics for the last couple of minutes. I apologize to everyone. I didn't mean for that to happen. That sounds like an American political apology. I just wanted to take a moment to apologize to everyone. I didn't mean to take your tax dollars and spend it all on cocaine and hookers. It just sort of happened, but I assure you it'll never happen again. We're not getting any heads out here. It's a darn tragedy. See, the reason we're doing this right now, we don't need to keep this spawner around. We've got infinite blaze rods back home. We can just destroy this and not deal with it in future. Lovely. Did I get like shards from that or something that I can make my own spawner with? That would be cool. Yeah, we need this for... I can't even remember what. We're fighting a wither to get a nether star, but what for? Oh, to make that upgraded rifle. Is that something we're super committed to? Is that something we really want to do for some reason? Because I don't remember why we decided we wanted to do that other than we wanted to get the best rifle. But saying that, I don't even know if it is the best rifle. I've just sort of assumed that it is because it needed a Nether star and it came after the obsidian rifle. But then again, I'm taking hits left and right and I'm not taking any damage, so I wonder if it's even really needed, this here obsidian rifle. Or would we be better off just going to the Nether and fighting the dragon with a sword and being done with it? I don't know. What I do know is I've gotten myself down in here with no escape, and I've lost sight of all of my targets. I'm really lost now too. Look at that guy creeping around down there. I just need to find some more of these skeletons. Some of the and we need 3 of their heads. They don't have an EMC value, I think we determined. I don't know how to add beheading to anything because Tinker's Construct's not in the pack. And as far as I know, I mean, we looked for beheading, didn't we? We looked for head. We looked for skull. Well, I mean, that doesn't help us. Can't do anything with the skeleton skull. Can't turn it into a wither skull, can I? Doesn't appear as though I can. I can create a fireworks star, though, with it. I don't know if I want to invest the next 10 episodes of this series in trying to hunt down these guys and get enough wither skull heads. Wither heads? What are they called? I don't even know anymore. Wither skeleton skulls? Is that the full title? That's a lot to say. I ain't calling you that. Fin. We're going to call them fin skulls. What a reference. That's a reference to when, for those of you who aren't into Star Wars, Poe Dameron refused to say FN2187 because he's lazy, and he's like, I'm not calling you that, I'm calling you Finn. Which is my new reaction to literally anytime anything is really long, and I don't want to say it, I'm just like, I'm not saying that. I was at work the other day, and they have this new thing, and it's like a long string of letters and numbers. And I just kind of casually mentioned to my boss, it's like, that's what it's called? I'm not calling them that. What's the first to Finn? I'm going to call it Finn from now on. He didn't get it, but I guess he sort of assumed it was a reference to something because he just kind of went, oh, and went back to what he was doing. He does that a lot, by the way, at work. That is that is my life with my bosses. I'll make references he doesn't get, and he'll just kind of humor me by going, oh, and going back to what he's doing. That is my life at work. Yeah, this isn't... I'm going to give it to the end of this episode. And if by the end of this episode we haven't even gotten one, we're leaving. And the reason is not that we don't have time. That was sort of my concern last time when I was talking about how I'm not going to go through and do this with the creating the compressor or the super macerator or whatever it was. That my concern was time, but then I realized there is no time limit anymore because we completed the challenge. We're in overtime now, just sort of having fun. My concern is that I don't want to make you watch 25 episodes, each 25 minutes long, of me wandering around the Nether, trying to find Nether skulls. I don't even think we've been in here all that long, and already I'm tired of doing this. It's just not a fun experience, and I get why the decision was made for it to be this way. It's got to feel like a reward, and if you spend hours of your life trying to do it, I guess the idea is that you'll feel like it was a reward, when you finally get one. But I don't feel that way. I just feel kind of vaguely irritated that the game has wasted this much of my time. In the same way that I keep forgetting I can just spam click with swords, because the recharge time is not a thing in this version of Minecraft in 1.7. Oh, what a glorious time. You just walk up to something and bash it a bunch with a sword. Oh my goodness. Am I going to end up killing one of these and watching the wither skeleton fin? Am I watching the fin fall into the lava below? I hope not. We're going to have to be extra careful with that, though. This just feels like a bad way to fight. I think that the new Minecraft fighting mechanics, albeit more complicated, have made everyone a little bit better at combat, because we're no longer just wailing our swords around like madmen. Badminton. I don't even know what that joke was meant to be. Again, it's been a weird day. It's been a weird time for me. Come here, you. Get out of my life. Get out of my... Don't you dare! I thought you were one of the pig people. You fooled me. I can never forgive you for that. Yeah. As the countdown timer ticks, I think we're going to leave. We're going to give these two a hit. We're going to see where this gets us. That was a nothing. That was a great big nothing burger. And then these two... Ugh. Nothing new under the sun. Let's leave. We're out of here. Maybe what we're doing wrong is we're looking for an alternative way or we're trying to find a way to find, you know, skulls quicker, when what we should be doing is looking for a better way to get a wither. Have we even searched wither? I mean, we're out of time now, but yeah, there's nothing here except for reinforced sapphire glass that's wither-proof, but I don't need that. Thank you, folks, for watching. God bleach? God bless. I had to dismantle my sink earlier today. It's clogged. There's lots of bleach and stuff. God bless each and every single one of you. See you in the next one. Bye!